Hi kids. You know, when I left my house this morning, it was sunny and almost hot. And now, of course now that I say that, the sun came out. But I feel like I also might be running from an apocalypse soon. It's supposed to rain and then snow. So I wanted to get in a little bit of practice before that happens, because Lord knows when we'll get out again. And I wanted to mention something about the last move that we worked on, from white crane spreads wings into where we pivot and sink back and come back and make the circle and then get on a horse again. And I wanted to actually do something Feldenkrais-like, and because it's hard for me to show you my whole body without screaming, so go ahead and take that position. I'm mirroring you. Go ahead and take your position. Your weight is on your right. Roll away. The weight is on your right. Put your left heel up. You can check with your ringing your greater trochanters. Make sure you're on your right leg. On your right leg. Your left heel is up, and there's that connection from the ball of the left foot through the paw and into the ground through the right foot. So find that place. Now, as you pivot into your right leg and your heel starts to face backwards, and you bring your weight onto it, your right foot is turning out. Yes, you're pulling up the toes of the right foot, and you're pivoting on the heel. Now, the point that I wanted to talk about was, what do you do with your foot when you stand on it and make the circle to block? So you're there, you're sitting back on your left foot, on your left leg, comfortably. Your right heel is on the ground, the toes of your right foot are up. So now what do you do with the foot? And I'm going to try to show you what I do, if I can, without making you seasick. What do you do there? So here's your feet. You're still you're pivoting on your right leg to turn the left heel out. Yes? Yep. You come back on it. Oh, look, you can see my shadow. Here's your foot. You're looking at your foot. You're facing your foot. Now, if you put your foot there and come back, you're going to have ballet dancers' hips and probably not be that stable. You also might be sitting in your right hip a bit, as I like to do. So take care that you position your right foot and leg where, when you place weight on it, then you push and come into your stance and you're blocking. Does that make sense? So turn, you're on your right leg, turn, come back, pivot, turn the foot, it's empty, the leg is empty. Because if you're pivoting as you're shifting and striking, you won't be stable. So you want to turn the leg, turn the foot, find that sweet spot, push the ground, push up and turn so that you are striking. Wow, this is truly shadow boxing, is it not? Okay, so maybe that helps you. And I wanted to bring you to the end of the next move, so we can feel like we've completed that. So I'm going to go over here. I can't tell. You're here. Sit back. Come on. Sink. You turn a little bit. Knee. almost there. You've gotten on your horse. You've swept your arm out. I thought about why I like that so much. It takes care of the chest somehow. It hollows it out in just the right way, that sweeping arm, and then we can settle. You know, I'm going to have a discussion with a senior student about that. But at any rate, just thinking out loud here. This is a strike. Long and loo. Long and loo. You really can't see me, can you? Then, time out. Let me set this up different. Use a different beehive. That was the answer. So, and don't step on the puppy. So, I know, it's not perfect. None of us are. Turn. Decide where you're going to place your foot. Slowly bring your weight onto it and push up and then sink. You're back on your left ball of your foot. Then you're going to turn your body. You're going to turn into your right hip. Boom. Then we get on the horse. Here. Boom. Bah. You'll only be able to see my arms. However, as your arms relax down, your weight is going to drift to the right. So follow the weight of your right arm and then make a circle. Make a big circle counterclockwise. This move. Circle. Turn. Weight goes right. Now from here, this elbow is rounded, but when the elbow reaches the knee, you want to change the disposition of your arm and relax the wrist so the elbow can drop and water could run all the way down your shoulder and off your finger. Okay? So, boink. On your marks. Boom. Weight is right. Ba. Turn. Pong. And this arm's going to spiral and you're going to push and turn to the left. Turn to the left. Sink, turn. This arm will help you turn as well. Turn, paw, push, 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 right in front of your right shoulder, and you're facing your left leg. Left hand is going to, remember we say corral the knee. See if I can point this down a little bit more. Corral the knee. Again, when the elbow reaches your knee, you don't want to go beyond it because then you'll be unstable. When you feel that, then you pick up the silk thread, boink, right from your foot. So corral the knee, make a circular movement, and you're turning your body, you're turning your core, and then it melts like butter. Boom, 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 boom. And that all happens together. So, take our body without a head, without legs, and turn. Decide where you're going to put your foot. Bring weight to it. Be on it. Sink. Turn back to the right. Now you're on your right leg completely. And you can put your leg out and sink your elbow. Now, as the weight drifts right, the arm, you follow the arm, makes a big circle. Pong and lu. Left hand pong, right hand lu. And you're, again, turning the daima, you're turning. Boom. Let the movement keep expressing itself through the hand and fingers of your right arm, from the right foot, all the way through. Then slice with a curved arm, boom, protecting this area, as Master Zhang would say. This area, it's like a cut, a slice. Imagine you're holding a scimitar or a saber, a rounded weapon. Slice, and again, here's that place. Pong, pong. Here, you got your tea bag over here now. Pong. Inside of the wrist leads, well, Dantian leads. Everything's moving together. And here we're going to have a reverse single whip. And we're going to survey the carnage from this vantage point. Same move that we did earlier, but on the other side. So it might feel a bit awkward because you've got the tea bag in the wrong hand. So you're opening, opening. See, both arms are opening, which means this one closed a little bit. Opening, drift left, sink left. And that's the end of that movement before we go into the next piece. Got it? Let's try. Let's try. I'll do it a couple of times from different vantage points. How's that? And then I think I may have to run for it. Okay, ready? was somewhat useful. Takes a few times till it starts to feel good, doesn't it? Oh, and that creaking sound that you may hear behind you is a limb caught in the crook of a tree, and the winds are quite high. Here, I'll show you. So that noise is that rubbing and rubbing, which makes me think of the bong. And I wanted to share something with you about the bong, which I think will help you in your practice. So I'm going to get my bong and be right back. Okay, so something I just recently learned was a way to think about when you're working with your bong, with whatever exercise you're doing, that the bong has a certain weight. And I know some of you have the big heavy bongs, the thick ones, and some of you have the light ones, but every bong has a certain weight, just like every rock has a certain weight. Now, when we measure the weight of something, it's much easier to probably judge it when it's heavy, right? Because you feel the differential is greater and you register, oh, that's heavy. But where are you measuring the weight from? So, for example, this rock, which is quite heavy, it's probably about 5 pounds. I feel it in my arm, right? I feel my hand has to, become firm. The wrist has to organize so that I can support the weight. And I feel, oh, if I hold this rock too much longer, my shoulder starts to feel. But what if, let's say you've got a rock, you take the weight and you gauge the weight with your waist. Now I'm holding the rock with my waist. You probably can't see the rock anymore but if I hold the rock with my waist is the judge of how heavy it is. Now that's going to make me make some adjustments. So the rock is not so far from me. I don't have this long lever. Jesus! I'm holding the rock with my waist. And so, oh God, we're going to have to leave soon. I might get killed. When you're holding your bong, when you're practicing with your bong, pause every now and then and judge the weight and see if you have gone into your hands with all your focus and power. So are your hands weighing the weight of the bong? Or can you weigh the weight with your waist? Ah, that's how heavy the bong is. The bong, I'm weighing it now with my waist, which is different. I don't know if you can see. So here, I'm just thinking, oh, okay, very light. But if I really tune in to the bong, now I'm carrying it with my waist. Can you see the difference? And your waist is that idea of filling the waist like a tire and relaxing. And I don't know, when I was practicing the other day with my bong and practicing pausing and sinking and measuring the weight of the bong with my waist, I had the image of Jabba the Hutt. My dog has a relationship with a vulture. I kid you not. They actually play. The vulture flies over, checks her out, and Millie thinks that she can catch her. It's pretty amazing. So that's something to think about in your bong practice, and it gets you more into your waist. It makes the connection between you become more habituated to thinking lower. You know, we think about our arms all the time and the pattern, and we're thinking what comes next. But when you've got the sequencing down, then you can start to feel more. And we're always thinking. We're never not thinking. But the thinking and the sensing and the doing and the being and the breathing and the weight and the light and the air all become one. And man realizes he is not alone in the world. So, I'll leave you with that for today. Love you all and miss you all terribly. And hopefully we'll be together soon. Okay, bye-bye.